Hey guys, this is Kirop speaking, and today we are back in automation with the Rilma update, which now is, as you can see, officially released. It was quite the journey, I can tell you. Yes, so where did we leave off? We did have an enormously potent and dangerous project to sign off. This is make or break for the Turboger Autowerke, as we are now looking at making our own engine factory and the project that is going to save us from emissions hell. And because it is so important, I have not signed it off yet, and we do need to do some double and triple checking that it is actually what we want. So how about we visit the new regulations tab and take a look. We do have the InDesign cars here, and here we have the emissions table. Where's 5 for the luxury and the premium? Where's 5 for the coupe? That is a convertible. And then where's 4 for the more sporty cars? So that checks out. Easy, all good. But now, safety. Let's have a look. This is going to be the troublemaker. It is going to be fine another 3 years after release, so I think that's perfectly fine there too. And just something to keep in mind is that the capacity taxes in Helvetia are going to change from 5 liter 2 liter to a 4 liter 2 liter. That's fine, we are only creeping around at the lower end of that range anyway. When is Farina changing? That's a long way off. In the 90s, alright. Oh, actually, I did not fully tune the premium version here in terms of gearbox. So I'm definitely going to check out all our cars, because if that one was cloned that way, then good night. That gave us a big chunk of drivability and sportiness. And there's more! Beautiful! Yep, same thing there. Uh-oh. It turns out that the more sporty cars were actually tuned in terms of gearing, so at least something that panned out correctly. But that means our cars are now even more competitive, supposedly. And of course our competitors have been regenerated, so everyone follows the new rules in terms of engineering. And here we have another production overview. Premium convertible and the sports car are going into the small factory, and our luxury special needs crowd is going into the Tannenstein Tiny. Everything is lining up beautifully. And now we have another task. To figure out exactly how much loan we should be taking out without potentially bankrupting ourselves again, because this is going to be very, very harsh in terms of monthly payments. If I take the total loan amount here as 122, and I divide 33 million, which is our current cash that we have in the bank, by this number, then I do get just 27% coverage from our bank account. So I think the best thing that I would want to do in order to get the loan interest rate down is probably something like just 15% at max. If this was 122, well, that is 19 million out of our account in just 1 year. I'm pretty sure we won't be visited by Mr. Taxman, at least. Alright, but does this look good? I think it does. So is it press the button, eyes closed? I think so. 7% loan interest rate. Ouch, it's gonna hurt. Do I click the button? Let's click the button! Yes, I agree! And I do hope we do have enough bank reserves to buffer the blow that we get to our existing sales. 274 a month at the moment. That is a lot of course, profit per month as well, but that is going to crater. And I don't know how much I can afford in terms of... this is 4 months of stock. I think that's realistic. An important thing to consider there is that we do not want to stack up too many of these, because they are not conforming to emission standards in Farina anymore. So that would be a little costly if we for the entire fleet that is being sold into that country. So the real question is, how bad is it? Let's find out. to 2.66 million. Okay, but we did overproduce a lot. And oh shit. This has dropped like a stone. Half. But we're already selling 212 out of these. Okay. Cancel. How do you cancel pre-orders if you've just started taking them? Is it like someone who called? Hello, yes, I want to get a pre-order of the beautiful new premium 5 sedan, and I guarantee you I do have the money. Yes? Yeah. I have it ready. I can pay the deposit. Maybe. Maybe not. No, wait a sec. I cancel my pre-order, please. Please, can I? Yes. Okay, next month. How bad is it? Oh, okay. Okay, we're safe. We are safe. The production has died down here. We are underproducing. But what I can't quite figure out, if this is a bug or I'm just blind or something, we do not seem to be incurring any kind of overstaffing, even though, overstaffing costs, that is, even though we are below our minimum line here, by 0.4 shifts. So it's not a massive amount of money that we would be losing, by no means, but we should be having some kind of payment for that, and I just do not see it. Anyway, that is going to be a bug report. The return deposits are going crazy, 500,000 almost. Ouch! How much do we have in... Oh, that's a big penalty. 22%, ouchies. And also we are negative economy, so yeah, that explains a few things. I was a little shocked there for a sec. We've just started constructing the engine factory, and that was not... I didn't see it down there. Quite costly. Boom, ow. Boom, ow. And here we start the others. They're not nearly as bad, of course. And we're done. We survived. But holy shit, this is looking rough. 9 months worth of stock requirements. And of course, as always with our luck, let's turn this on so that you see the shape. Just transpose this down a few percentage points, way below 0, and you know where we are at, even if you can't read it. And I definitely was not joking when I said that if we fail, we're bust, because look at this. Company valuation, minus 36 million. F rated. Yeah. Profits, please. Do we get some? Yes. Plenty. 128 million in debt. Ouch. Also ouch. This doesn't go down. Uh-oh. And we can't... Oh, no, we can potentially. Let's see how much the engine factory... Oh, the engine factory is getting close to its limits. And we are paying slight amounts of emissions taxes to Freunia. Those cars are almost sold out anyway. What is more worrying is that we are returning 1 million in deposits every month now. Let's tick a little. Yeah. Ouch. Loan repayment, 1 million a month. And I think I need to up the price for the premium, because we can't really cope with this. We're losing so much money on it too. 1 million in return deposits. How many are these? Let's see. Cancelled orders 108? Are you crazy? Oh shit. That requires intervention. This one needs to go up to at least 70. Okay, these are the changes that I'm proposing. Upping the price by 26% there for the premium. I think that will help. And let's go. It's better? It is better. And I wonder if we are in this weird situation again, where I potentially need to upgrade the small factory to factory level 2. Because we do have the engine capacity, it looks like, to feed a small 2. So let's try out what this would look like. Refresh the factory. And now just see if we change this to a small 2. That's 4 months though. The total building cost is fine. We can pay that straight up. But let's wait and get to half year and then see what we do for facelift. And that is going to cost us quite a bit as well. So maybe as part of that facelift, we can also upgrade the factory. We are dropping about half a month worth of stock every month. So we're definitely on the right track. And now let's see what we can do with the facelift. As I've mentioned, I want to keep this one super lean, basically not change much. We do a new engine facelift as well, because we do want to upgrade all the various sliders, especially for reliability. All the quality settings in the engine are fine. Tuning is as well, after a little bit of tweaking of the supercharger. And of course you would fully expect everything to be alright, because these have just been facelifted. And we are producing them since half a year back. So what should have changed, right? They're still doing fine. So press all these buttons to upgrade straight to the facelifted version. And we're good. Everything updated? Nice. Engineering time. Well, just a few months worth of upgrade work to get it to the latest standard, which allows us to push this one up and, more importantly, push up the reliability a bit. I think we could go with 18 months if we wanted to. But also, we could add a little bit of pressure because we are not looking to increase familiarity all that much. 80% gain should be enough for basically no changes. And if you're not making changes, there's not much to learn anyway. So it's only going on top of the very tiny difference that is there. And you get 80% of that. So actually, we could crank this up. But it also affects reliability. So that's the only thing here that I probably need to consider. I think I'm quite happy with this setup. Let's move away so you can see the pressure slider. Oh, there you go. 75. And a little bit more tooling, as you see. We are moving up in factory size. That is quite important. So I do want to reduce the production units. We are short on production too, which means that lower production units will mean a higher output in general. The bonus reliability, of course, doesn't hurt either. And now for the engine. That one already looks pretty good. Increasing the reliability won't give us as much for the whole car, because the car is the less reliable entity of the two. But I think a 70 rating here will do just fine. It doesn't have any production flags, so if we want to produce more, this is the way to do it. The scary bit is the costs. Super high. Alright, I think that works better. We're at 18 months here too, but we are just paying 7 million. That should be fine. Alright, let's set up the factory for the new facelift. We deselect everything here and select all the new ones. And core shifts 1.5. There's definitely enough demand for it, so let's go with this. But then, how much do I have to pay? That's just 2 million, that's fine. So let's take this one out, and the minor tooling, well, yeah, 1.4 million. Hurts a little, but that's necessary. Now the same for the cars. But now the scary bit. We want to upgrade the factory. Oh no, 21% production efficiency. Yes, don't forget to turn off the old ones there, and that's looking a lot better. But now, level 2. Yeah, that's the 7 million, or 8 million rather, and the build time of 4 months. And everything is set up. Let's see what the forecaster says. All looking healthy. And the cars are definitely cheaper to make, so I can further push my margins. Alright, that looks nicely aligned. Everything seems okay, 118%. Let's see what the loan says. F, of course. They want to give us a loan. Oh, it's 22.6 million. Ouch. That's tricky. I think what we're going to do is to turn off the loan. I think that's exactly what we need to do, because we are making profits, even though the economy currently is starting to turn down again. It's my favorite this series, it seems. Overall, this expansion has been so aggressive. But yeah, I think we can do it. We would have to build stock here again, somehow. Yeah, okay. I think I know what we do. We're going to push this hard. Real hard. Although, you do pay a lot extra if you run 3 shifts. like prices escalate. For everything that goes beyond 2 shifts, you pay double the amount. So it might not actually be worth it. I think we're just going to run with this. We do have plenty of time to not build stock, but rather to diminish this. So just to be a little safer, I go another 3 months. Then I have some more overlap into 1959 as well. Some more cash on hand, and then retune these. Oh, ouch. Now it takes longer. Not much longer. A little bit more pressure will do the trick here. And I'm upping the prices of the premium just by 5 extra %. And now we should be good. So back to hub, just check out that everything is aligned. Yes, it is. Well, not these. And also, finally, we can get rid of these. Expensive engine production, be gone. We sell it for 0. Stop outsourcing. Yes, correct. Should have done that a little earlier. It did take 4 logistics points, which meant that we were losing 0.3 or something, 0.4 in terms of efficiency. That cannot be allowed in this. We have to be more efficient. But that means we can sign this one off. It's all looking good. 18, it's all aligned. We still have 21 million of project costs. But that is looking alright apart from our this has climbed a lot from minus 50 million already to just minus 33.9. And our cash in our account is going up as well. So, no loan. No, not needed. Hopefully. And we sign off the selected. This is going to be good. Oh, yes. And we are going to have one big advantage here. The new facelift is going to steal pre-orders from what we are producing, which means that we can build a lot more stock, so that's not an issue. So I think I'm just going to extend it to 6 months. Our cash reserves should be fine with this. We're stepping forwards, slowly but surely, Mr. Taxman. Fuck off, please. I got something positive to report. We only lose 200k a month for return deposits. Well, that's going up again. We are already selling loads and loads of the new ones. So I'm going to expand this out further. Like, if they can produce it, please go. Go ahead. Please do it. Ow, now it starts to really hurt though. Ouch. I'm going to shorten those down again, because this is a pace we're losing money that is uncomfortable to look at. Oh, 2 million, 2 million. Yeah, we're still looking okay, and just one more tick. But is that going to be the expensive one? No, we are on the expensive one. No, the expensive one was it this one? Ouch, ouch, ouch. No, we're fine. Oh, this was all planned. Of course, this was all planned and calculated through to the point. A little too close for comfort, because we are sitting at F. This can ruin your company. So now, car factory construction and everything. Let's take a month and see if we can scrape back some of that cash that we just lost. Indeed, we can. Okay. Whew. Let's progress to the middle of the month. Of the year, rather. There we go. Yes, okay, we're climbing out of the hole again. This is a little bit too aggressive expansion for my liking, but it seems to be working so far. Also, something to point out is that our marketing strategy is working perfectly. You see, 41 prestige? That's pretty good. We do need to up engine production. Do we want to up it to 3 shifts? I think so. We have to. But now, let's not lose focus. We have been expanding really aggressively. It seems to be working. Very desirable cars. And we are underproducing them, even though we have upgraded our factories rapidly. Great stuff, right? That's good problems to have. Especially when numbers look like this. That's a nice profit margin we have right there. But we need to also consider that technology doesn't wait and the competitors don't sleep either. You see how small a slice of the pie the research is? 320. Yeah, not enough. The marketing at 470 is also potentially not really that adequate anymore. But we are now serving 3 different regions. Let's have a quick check-in with the markets and see where we are at in terms of the market awareness. 18-20% in the maximum. Nice. In Gazmir we're at 23, and in Forania we are also just shy of 20. Also a great benchmark to check from time to time is this down here, the market averages for the stats. The market average prestige is the average prestige rating of a car, which your cars are compared to when it comes to increasing the company prestige value. And then we have the average market reliability, which is exactly the same thing, but for company reputation. And we are a decent amount above this, not extreme amounts anymore. Desirability, definitely not our problem when you look at this. We are very green in the ones that we care about. And I don't think we can do that much more in terms of marketing. The only thing I could think of is to include some convertible. So a very targeted way of marketing here. We are at maximum slots already, so I probably want to choose the region that has the most of them. So we got some nice 20 million here. And in the convertible sector there, because we are running coupes, we do have another 33 million here. That's also looking really nice. Well, 34.1 million. But yeah, good. Now, Forania. Too small. Too small a market. So, Gazmir, convertible marketing it is. To Gazmir we go, and that is convert. And we are going to put some money into this. Yes. And now, how do we future-proof ourselves in terms of tech? What in general will haunt us, and what is reasonably good a stat to have for the target demographics we're shooting for, is of course safety. We already have a base value of 2 here, but I mean this doesn't cost all that much, does it? So if we go for +3 in this one, we use all our slots, which is fine, pay 480 a month, that's fine, and we're going to see massive increases in our safety unlocks and just general quality we can use. And I know, I need to check one specific thing, and I fret doing so because that's going to be scary. We are running on fumes here, and that is because of our engine factory. But upgrading it is probably not the cheapest thing in the world. Let's see how long it takes and how much it would cost to go up 2 levels. Alright, keeping everything here. And going up there is... That's not too bad. And it's just 5 months. I assume it's 4 when you do 1 step. And that's 24 mil. That means it's something that we could do reasonably soon. Probably with the next facelift. And I'm going to do, or testing, to do one stupid thing. I'm going to choose to outsource the engine to help our production. Just to get rid of the inventory, because look at this. This is insanity in terms of deposits. I think we are probably better off just having an overrun factory. We have our main one, so it should really just be the extra production we need, because our factory can produce it a lot cheaper, so it will be prioritized, or so is the theory. Alright, new outsource factory it is, the Lyre Buckle, and we are going to pick both of these in Helvetia, of course, and this is the outsourced Lyre Buckle factory. Such creative naming. Here we go. Costs us nothing. We can always cancel if this is terrible. Alright, how bad is it? Let's have a look. And... Oh, it is taking from our factory. So this is not quite working. It tries to match the load, it looks like. And we're going to get rid of it, just to try it out. Stop outsourcing. Let's see what happens. And... still reduce stock. We get the warning that they are limited by engine supply. And it takes a little while until the factory is back up to speed. Did we have enough losses here this year? I think we probably did. Yeah, it's not too bad. 380k. Ah, yes. Well, this is going to help too. We can no longer sell the convertible in Helvetia. Making everything about 20% more expensive should help. I think mid-year we should be starting to work on a new facelift, and with it, the factory upgrades. We are officially out of the hole again. Look at this, a positive company valuation. Moving on to mid-year and 6, and wow, that's 43 million in the bank. And finally, we are out of producing too few engines. They are done. They are finally done meeting demand. We should also check out what the next corporate level here costs, next company level. Materials lab access. That's quite expensive. Oh yeah, and just to reiterate, this is about-ish where I want to end up in this playthrough. Level 5. So let's see if we can get there. We've done really well so far. Level 3 and just expanding so quickly. The next level costs us 1 million per month. It is not something that we need just yet, because we do have plenty more logistics points available. But a final facelift for this one might be in order. There's one big new tech that now would become viable, but I want to include this from the start in a new model instead. We do now have an additional gear in the automatics. There's one main thing that I want to check, and that is if we can pass the Helvetian safety standard with this one, with the convertible. That's going to be a little tricky. Yeah, we're just at 28.6. That would require at least 2 steps, right? Oh, 3. So no, it's not viable. Okay, what I'm seeing here seems to be panning out nicely. How about this for the car? Plus 10 in tooling, plus 13 in reliability, and minus 2 in pressure to get us to 2 years. On the other hand, we probably don't need to have all that time available to making a new prototype. We can also upgrade this one just slightly, take a shorter engineering time, and then slot in something right after. Oh yes, hitting 110 horsepower with the premium version now. This is a little aggressive in terms of setup, but it works. Maybe I want to back off 1 step. I mean, we don't need the power. This gives us more reliability as well, so should be good. Oh, 4-barrel. 4-barrel. Nice. So, and massive familiarity with it. But it would still count as a new part that we have to engineer. Let's see how much difference it makes. Well, not that much. Just makes the engine more expensive. So now I'm going to stay with my beautiful 2-barrel carb. And the most important market, of course, for our convertible is the one that we are making extra marketing in. That is Gazmere, and they love it. Ooh, yes, a lot of tuning to do for the little engine. 102 horsepower, WES 4. Let's see if we can push this to WES 5 without completely destroying this car. Oh, how much is missing here? Can't get there. Now there's WES 5. How much throttle response are we losing? So we are at 30.6 if we hit WES 5, and we can go... Oh, that's WES 2. It's not so good. 41.1 if we go for WES 4. Let's check out the regulations, shall we? WES 4 is coming up sooner rather than later. 1968. We are probably still going to sell a few of these at that point, because we are working on a new model by then. And that needs to come out in 1969, and that will be nice. There's one little upgrade that I do want to make to the sportier versions, and that is to use our newfound tire sizes. I think we can up this to 185s. Yes. How is that for a tune? Almost perfect. And a repeat of this for, or almost, for the sports trim. And I still haven't corrected the name. Now finally. There we go. Only took us 3 iterations of it to notice that there were 2 seats missing. Car engineering still set up to 24 months total, and engine engineering, yeah, that can be a quick one. Let's aim for 12 months. There we have it. Plus 10 in reliability, and just needed a plus 1 in pressure. I mean, we can try to do the scary thing. like 48 million here or something, whatever that was. Was it? 38. Okay, no, that's fine. And now the car factories. We already are at a small 2, so let's try to bump it up to a small 3. How much does this cost? 11 million. And also 5 months, so we are in lockstep with the others. And that is all looking good. 11 million. I think we can pull this off. Forecaster, what do you say? Well, it says that everything is perfectly alright. 244 million in 5 years. And as you can see here, we are leaving a nice gap for some Wangenstein action. Oh, okay. Well, and that is not insignificant costs for this project. 65 million. We are making good profit though. So let's check out our finances. When you're looking at this has been really consistent since the release of the new car, or new facelift. And it's looking great. I think we are making about-ish 2.5 to 3 million a month in profit. And the project that we are looking at here is of course taking 2 years. So that alone, those 2 years, well, it's not the entire 2 years, right? It's also 5 months less than that. So even if we are modest in our calculation and say like 2.5 million a month, for 19 months that's 47.5 million, and we do have 43 million in the bank. So we should be good. But of course there's an important factor, and that is pre-orders of the new stuff, which are again lowering our sales. So we won't be seeing quite as much profit there, but still, the stuff that we are selling will certainly not incur any kind of delay penalties, and we are selling it at a massive profit margin. If these go to half, and production needs to go to half, then that would mean that we halve our monthly profit. So that's still let's say 1 million a month. So just to be safe, we should probably take out a very small coverage loan, something like 30% to 50%. But that is something for us to decide with a clear mind in the next episode. And I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please smash the like button so that this video gets shared out with more not yet automation enthusiasts. And I shall see you guys next time.